Hello, San Angelo, and welcome to the Live Daily News Show. I'm James Bellini. In news today, a woman was arrested for hitting her boyfriend with her car. The DPS Trooper involved in the Big Spring shooting has been discharged from the hospital, and a Big Spring student was arrested for having a firearm on campus. For our interview, Kerri Mikulik with ASU is in studio, so we'll get into that after this message from Jim Bass and Janet Johnson.
People just don't want a decision. They want a process they can trust. In county court at law, that means upholding the law and applying the law consistently, explaining the rules clearly, treating everyone with respect, and making sure every voice is heard. A judge sets the tone for the entire courtroom. I have that experience, that temperament and calmness to set the right tone. Justice you can trust. Vote Janet Johnson for judge for Tom Green County Court at Law number 1.
Truck Month is on at Jim Bass Ford. Right now, all new 25 Ford F-250 Super Duties are $9,000 off MSRP. Power, performance, and pricing you won't find anywhere else. Our lots are packed, and these trucks are priced to move fast. And once they're gone, they're gone. Get here now to Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Welcome back, everybody. James Bellini here with Kerri Mikulik from ASU. Miss Mikulik, how are we doing today?
I'm good.
All right. We're talking about some distinguished scholarships here at ASU. What is a distinguished scholarship?
So distinguished scholarship is, we have them at all different levels. So for our students coming in straight out of high school or incoming freshmen, our transfer students and graduate students all have an opportunity to earn a distinguished scholarship. So it's based off of for high school students, based off your GPA, your rank, or your ACT or SAT scores. So we kind of look at that as a whole and determine what you might be eligible for. For a transfer student, it's what you come in as on your transfer GPA, so what you earned at your previous institution that you attended and how you come in, how many hours you have and what the GPA is on that. We also have some for graduate students, and we have some for students who maybe didn't get one right when they entered, but they did well while they were at ASU, and so they get to earn into a distinguished scholarship. So we have a variety of opportunities for different students.
All right. And this is basically, you have the good scores, everything, you get enrolled, and you just get the scholarship.
Yeah, so as soon as you get admitted to Angelo State, we will give you an offer and say, this is how much we think you're eligible for based on what you have given us so far. So when you get admitted, you've obviously, for instance, for a freshman, already given us your high school transcript, hopefully your ACT and SAT scores, and we can tell you that based on that information, you are eligible for this amount. And maybe you can earn more if you decide to retake your ACT and SAT and earn a higher amount or something like that. But we will give you an initial offer that shows you how much distinguished scholarship you can get. Also, you have the opportunity to apply for financial aid through the FAFSA and get additional grants and things like that will help you have even more scholarship and gift aid so that you don't have to pay that back. So a lot of different opportunities to finance your education.
So it's just free money at this point.
It's just free money. It's a great scholarship. You can try to get as many as you can.
So all you seniors out there who might be slacking off your last year there at high school, don't. Yes. You get free money.
Yes, I would say make it like your part-time job applying for scholarships. Fill out all those scholarship applications, maybe save a Google Doc or something that has all the answers to those essay questions, because a lot of scholarships ask the same one. So save those sorts of things. That. Yes. So good tips there. But the great thing about the distinguished scholarship at Angelo State is you don't have to fill out a separate application. You just apply to the university and we'll tell you how much you get. But we do have great donor-funded scholarships that you can also apply for to get in addition to the distinguished scholarship. So a lot of opportunities there.
Okay. And y'all are actually opening it up a little bit more, whether you can give more out to these students who are enrolling.
Yes. So we've kind of gone through a journey over the last several months of looking at how much funding we provided to students in the past and what opportunities we have to give even more. And so we're very fortunate through the Distinguished Scholarship. It's funded primarily by the Carr Foundation. And so that's a resource that for a university of our size, it's kind of unheard of to have a funding source that substantial. So we're so fortunate to have the Carr Foundation and support from it to help us support the Distinguished Scholarship. And so we had some opportunity there. We're in a healthy state with those funds. We also have some great donors who support Angelo State. And so we were able to sit down and evaluate all of that and look at where do we have maybe some opportunities to provide some more funding to students, because we want to make sure that we can recruit more students, but we also want to make sure those students are supported throughout their time at Angelo State. So the great thing about the Distinguished Scholarship is that it's renewable for up to 4 years. So as long as you maintain good grades and are completing your courses, you can keep getting that for 4 years. So we don't want to just up that scholarship for that first year, which we've done, but we want to keep that across 4 years and help you graduate in 4 years or less with as little debt as possible. That's our goal, and so we were able to do that. So we kind of went through a lot of meeting time and data analysis, and we estimate that we may be capable of giving up to $1 million more this coming fall. So yes, and we have so much already that we're giving, but the opportunity to give even more is really great. And so for students who maybe have already been admitted to Angelo State, we've already sent those students, hey, your offer that we previously gave you is possibly going up. So you may have gotten that email, but for students who maybe haven't applied yet, if they apply and get admitted by April 1st, we can give you that same scholarship opportunity. So for students who haven't applied yet, I definitely would encourage them to do that, get admitted, and even come visit Angelo State. So really go all in, because we're committed to the students by making sure that they have financial support to do it. So come on and check us out. Come for a tour.
No, stay locked in. Don't
yes.
take any years off.
Yes.
I mean, you're basically. Do you know what the average degree cost at ASU? I mean, that's kind of a broad question.
Yes.
But is there like an average on what?
So our tuition and fee cost for a year is a little over $9,600, and we're one of the most affordable 4-year institutions in the state of Texas. So we're already very affordable, but then you add those scholarship opportunities through the Distinguished Scholarship and our general and departmental scholarships, and that always brings that cost down a little bit. 89% of Angelo students get some sort of gift aid. So that's that free money we talk about. So almost 90% of our students are getting free money to bring that about $9,600 down even further. And then some students are like, man, that still seems like a lot. But we know it's possible because 50% of ASU students who started with us as freshmen graduate debt-free. So we know it can be done, and we're committed to trying to see that number go up. And we hope these changes with the Distinguished Scholarship can help that number go up even more. More students to graduate and with less debt.
So that was one thing that scared me about, because we'd have, when I was junior, senior in high school, and they have people come by the school from different colleges, and they start throwing out these numbers. You start looking at them online without any context, and you're like, whoa, this is super expensive. But you're straight up trying to give kids money just to go to school. That could cover their entire semester of classes and get all their hours.
Yeah, so the about $9,600 is per year if you were full-time in the fall and the spring. And so, sometimes students see that and go, nope, can't make it happen. But until you apply, get admitted, get that Distinguished Scholarship offer, fill out your FAFSA, and get the other offers, because ASU also has grants that we can give. That's also part of that free money. There's federal grants, there's state grants. There's a lot of things that we can put in with that to hopefully bring that cost down as much as we can. So I would tell students, don't think it's not possible until you've tried all of those different avenues, and then we'll sit down with you and figure out how we can make it happen for you. And to share that with your families too. So come bring your family for a visit and sit down with one of our admissions counselors and our financial aid advisors and actually look at those numbers and see what can be done. So we want to make this a reality for all students before they just say, no, that can't happen, or I've heard that I'll get into so much debt I'll have to pay back forever. That's, as I just said, 50% of our freshmen are graduating without debt. So it can be done, and I think Angelo State's affordability and those scholarships and grants is the reason we can just see that number continuing to rise.
And stay off social media where you see the people who spent $100,000 on a degree and work at Starbucks. I'm not shading the people who work at Starbucks or anything. But when you have that degree, and they're like, "Oh no, it's possible."
Yes,
it's possible. How do kids get? Just how do they get? Just one more time, how do they get it?
So apply get admitted to Angelo State, we'll get you that offer for how much distinguished scholarship you get, but also fill out your FAFSA, your financial aid application, to see what else you might be eligible for. And then those jobs afterwards. We don't want you to just graduate. We have opportunities on campus for internships and employment. We want to make sure that you're getting that full bang for your buck. So it's not just going to classes and that's it. You're going to have great student involvement while you're there. You're going to have great hands-on learning activities. So for an affordable institution, we don't cut any corners on quality either. So you're going to get great hands-on experience. So you can get that great job when you graduate too. So definitely come visit us. Take that tour and sit down with our admissions office and our financial aid office to see what it looks like for you. But don't just say that's not possible for me or my family. We can make it happen, and we have a blue and gold guarantee that can make that happen as well for students and families who have a certain income level. We can guarantee your tuition and fees are met. So we're trying every which way to make this happen for students.
Awesome. If they have any questions, can they contact y'all directly? Through phone, email?
Yes, so they can email us at the admissions office, admissions@angelo.edu. They can call us, go to our website. Our website has the distinguished scholarship table on there where you can see how much you qualify for. So you can go right there and look at what's my GPA, what's my scores, and you can figure that out before you even apply, but then there's a link on there to apply. So our website is probably the best place you can go and where you can schedule a visit to come out and see us.
All right. Well, Ms. Medley, did we miss anything?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Back to you. Into the news, the trooper with the Texas Department of Public Safety who was wounded in an early Monday officer-involved shooting in Big Spring has been released from the University Medical Center in Lubbock and is recovering at home. The shooting occurred around 12:40 a.m. on February 23rd near the Westover Hills apartments after a traffic stop led to a pursuit, during which one suspect was killed and a 30-year-old suspect, David Morales, was later arrested by a joint team that included the Big Spring Police Department and the Howard County Sheriff's Office. As with any officer-involved shooting, the Texas Rangers are leading the investigation. And 29-year-old San Angelo woman Sierra Flores was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon after allegedly striking her boyfriend with her SUV during a domestic dispute on February 24th. Police responded to the 200 block of Titan Lane and found the victim injured and a damaged fence nearby, with evidence including tire marks and vehicle damage consistent with the scene, contradicting Flores' accounts of the event. Flores was taken into custody and booked on a $150,000 bond. And a juvenile student at Big Spring High School was arrested Wednesday morning after a security guard reported the teen had a firearm on campus. Officers responded to the school, took the student into custody without incident, secured the weapon, and transported the teen to the juvenile probation office for processing. The student faces a charge of possession of a weapon in a prohibited weapon-free school zone, and authorities said the incident was isolated with no ongoing threat as the investigation continues. And we'll get into weather after this message from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Into the weather, the winds seem to pick up a little bit through the rest of the week, but right now it's 84 degrees outside with a high of 90 and a low tonight around 54. Tomorrow it'll be sunny with a high of 82, and then tomorrow night the low drops down to about 49. On Friday it'll be sunny again with a high around 84, and the low that night jumps down to about 54. Over the weekend, highs will be in the upper 80s and lows will be in the mid 50s. Wind gusts, though, across the rest of the week look to be in the 10 to 20 mile an hour range. And we'll be right back, but not before this word from Condos, Diamonds, and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Condos, Diamonds, and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Connos, Diamonds, and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Conno stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Connos at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Follow us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and